You happy to be out on the canoe, my pretty girl?
Open air outdoors.
On the water again. Awesomeness. I'm heading off, another overnight. Weather is favorable. Mosquitoes are not. They're out in full force, and it's going to be brutal come nightfall, and we're just going to have to muscle through it. For now, paddling on. Well, it's a very enjoyable paddle. I have a slight breeze. It's nice and warm. I believe the temperature today is supposed to be 23 degrees. Haven't seen a soul out here. This is the way I like it. I got the entire place to myself. And the area I'm going to, that I'm paddling out to, is very difficult for boats to reach. There's not a lot of people to begin with, but I have to travel through some swifts, and those swifts makes it difficult for boaters to go in beyond this certain area. So that's where I'm heading. There's nobody out here, but I'm heading where there will be nobody, guaranteed, just the way I like it. My wife put together a cold brew for me. Cold brew? Or is it iced coffee? How does that work? No, I think it's cold brew because it was brewed in the fridge. I think that's how it works, eh? If it's an iced coffee, it's brewed through your coffee machine and then it's chilled, I believe, which is not the case here. This was brewed in the fridge, so I'm gonna call it a cold brew. I don't know. You're gonna have to let me know in the comment section. Is it cold brew or is it iced coffee? What is it? So I'm at my destination campsite. Good to be back. Yes, I say back because I have been here before. I found this campsite a couple of years ago, and it clearly fell out of use maybe a decade. I cleaned it up, and my last visit I repaired the fire pit, and I still not surprising to me, there's a pile of firewood, and I recognize it to be the pile that I left behind last time I was here. The fire grate that I brought with me is still here, obviously. Nobody's visited this campsite. Nobody except the moose. They've been around, which is great. And I'm going to have to clean that up because he left his... that moose left some little presents behind it I don't care to have on next to my tent. So it's a beautiful day. I've still got a little bit of ice cold drink to drink, thank God. I'm gonna get set up. The mosquitoes are terrible, but we're gonna live through that. Let's pitch camp and get things happening here. I'm going to get back on the water later, but first order of business, got to cut firewood and pitch camp and get settled in. Wow, the mosquitoes and black flies. I put up the tent as fast as I possibly could. I jammed Lexi in here before I was done just to get her out of the flies. She was getting devoured. I'm getting devoured. Just laying in the tent here, getting away from them for a little bit before I make my attempt to get back out there and finish putting up camp. The only problem is there's no airflow. It is stupid hot out here. Beautiful day, but it's be nice to have a bit of a breeze. I can't wait to get back out on the water and get away from these flies. So I have firewood, but not enough. This stuff I'll burn through that so quick. I'm gonna hit the water and get into some breeze, get into some water, cool down, and hunt some firewood out there. There's not much around my campsite here, not much at all. Maybe this will be a new thing, pack out some ice in a Yeti cup. Oh, that is so good. Alright, so I got a dead beaver house coming up. And I'm thinking I'm going to get me, hopefully I can get me some firewood off of that beaver house. So I can get up close to it and get some wood off of that. Push for Lexi. Okay, so I got what I could out of that house. The nice thing about a beaver house is when you find a dead beaver house, all the wood that's on there should be dry because it's all sun bleached. And I say dead because if you go to an active beaver house, all the wood, most of the wood you're going to find in there is going to be green wood. And it's also hardwood. Beavers, their favorite food is aspen, and aspen is a hardwood. It's softest of the hardwood. So if you find a dead beaver house, you can get sometimes get some good firewood out of it. Man, that summer heat, I shouldn't complain. We freeze all winter, but it is too hot. As much as I don't want to complain, I have to say it. It's too hot. But now it's time for supper. I got 2 fish and I have pasta. Pretty sure I'm going to cook the pasta to go with my fish. Hi, puppy. Are you hungry? Oh, you got mosquitoes all over your face. Poor Lexi, she's being attacked. Hang on, Lexi, I'm gonna get you some food. And I got some beers. 2 beers for me tonight. And roasted garlic pesto is the pasta. Got my food for tomorrow morning. Oh, got my fish crisp. And here you go, Lexi. Here's your food. Hang on, let me open the bag right up. There you go, Lexi. There's some food for you. What did I pack? Campfire barbecue. That's the flavor of the day. Seasoning coating mix. That's my fish seasoning for tonight. Oh, those 2 little walleyes are gonna be absolutely amazing. But I still gotta wait for the coals. I don't want to make a big fire. I don't need a big fire. I need the smoke more than the fire just to chase the flies away. But I need the fire to cook on because I don't have a stove. And I was actually supposed to bring a stove. I meant to bring a stove, but I forgot in the last minute. And I forgot. So I have to cook on the fire because that's the only source of heat that I have. Okay, let's get a Rusty Husky Amber Ale. That's the beer of choice right now. Oh, that's a good one. I've had it before. I want to move you guys a little bit closer here. And I need some more wood on my fire. to get my water boiling. All right. What else do I have? This is in my food container. I got my breakfast for tomorrow. I'm gonna have bacon and eggs, coffee, of course, and another little something. I want to take a few minutes here beautiful logo. This came to me from the channel Open Air Adventure. His name is Kenny. Thanks, Ken. I love this sticker. I love your logo. Hey, Mark. Thanks for the great channel and lessons, and thanks for the great stickers for my board. You're welcome. I'm glad I could contribute my sticker. Here's a sticker for you from my channel. Thanks again, Kenny. Open Air Adventure. Guys, I just recently got to know Kenny. He's got a great channel. Just like the rest of us, or so many of us on YouTube, we just like to get around and get to know people. And Kenny is he really is a down-home guy, a genuine character. If you like outdoor content, Kenny's out in the wood lot, skidding trees with the tractor, bucking up some firewood, and he's in the shop doing some shop project, and he also goes to camp. So be sure to go check out Kenny. So, let's see here. Where am I going to put this? I got I got some other channels here. Got my buddy Doug. There's Grampy's Workshop, Canoe Hound. Let's see here. Let's put Kenny with the rest of us here. There we go, like that. There you go, Kenny. You're on the bear-proof container. Now you can join me on the adventures. All right, you guys make sure you go see Kenny. Give us some love. Tell him Mark sent you. Excellent. Oh, my water's boiling. Time to throw the pasta in. Whew, that was boiling over. Okay, let's get back to what I was doing. Here's to you, Kenny. I was sitting here, I'm just finishing up my first beer, and I was thinking about the last time I was here, and as it turns out, the last time I was here, I had brought my buddy Doug from the Pinter Line channel. That was the last time I was here. Me and Doug were here, and that was a catch and cook video. I'll link up to that video at the end of this one if you've never seen it. It's a really good video. Doug is really good at drone footage. And he took some drone footage, and he's got some footage of me paddling up the lake here. Awesome video. We caught, I caught some walleyes and maybe some bass as well, I forget, but we feasted on walleye that time. There is an upcoming video with me and Doug. From the time that I'm sitting here by this fire, it's scheduled a couple of weeks from now. Doug and I are doing a camp out. And so be on the lookout for that. It's coming up in the near future. There'll be a camp out, me and Doug together again. Been a long time. I'm looking forward to it, brother. And we've already decided what kind of video we're doing. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I don't know if Doug cares or not, but I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. We're going to be doing a car camping, glamping video. Well, it's nowhere near dark, but I had to retire to the tent because the mosquitoes are just horrible. That campfire, as much as it was nice, I could create a lot of smoke, get rid of the mosquitoes and the black flies, but it's just too hot to be sitting by a campfire, so I just let it die out completely. And I just retired to the tent. But you know what? It's okay. I'm going to go to bed early. Well, I'm in bed, but I'm going to go to sleep early because it's been a long day. Been a long day on the water. That sun took a lot out of me. Actually, I should go get my water bottle and keep drinking because I don't feel like I'm dehydrated, but I know me, I'll wake up in the middle of the night with severe cramps. I'm laying here in bed, and it's nice and still and quiet, but not really. The mosquitoes are so crazy that all I can hear is the whole forest buzzing. There's no way I was going to be out there by a campfire tonight. I got in this tent and I spent 20 minutes killing mosquitoes and black flies that caught in here with me and Lexi. Anyways, signing off for real this time. Yeah, those mosquitoes, oh my God. Yeah, if I thought they were bad last night, they were horrendous this morning. Oh my God. Yeah, the tent was invaded. And as you know, well, eventually you gotta come out of that tent. And I kept pushing it off, pushing it off. I was up early and the air was still, it was perfect for mosquitoes. The air is heavy, there was no wind, no nothing, but now the sun's out and there's a slight breeze kicking up once in a while there. It's helping, it's pushed them away. And then, but I knew the mosquitoes were really bad just from talking to other folks that's been out. And I came with some mosquito coils and put a few of them out around me, and that's helping a lot too. It's really helping. And then get the fire going, get a bit of fire smoke going on. That helps a lot. I have some green boughs that I had ready that I could throw in there to make a big plume of smoke just to chase them away, but I didn't have to do it after all. Poor Lexi's just getting eaten alive. Once I got out of the tent, she raced right for the canoe, ready to jump in. She was, in her mind there, it was like, get in the canoe and get out of here, like quite literally. But first order of business, gotta get the coffee going. I've already started to pack up. Before I came out of the tent, I packed away everything that was in there, my sleep pad, my blankets, all that. Everything's good to go. And I flipped the rain fly off because the amount of mosquitoes stuck underneath that rain fly, I don't want to pack all those mosquitoes out with me. So I got that flipped up to air out. Oh, coffee's almost ready. Oh yeah, just what the doctor ordered. Lexi's having her own breakfast. Hey, big girl? Yeah? You were hungry, eh? Those mosquitoes after your nose. So you notice, you may have noticed all of my... Lexi always has a bandana. When I had my girl Misty, she always had a bandana. And although some may say, oh, it's a vanity thing, you know, dressing up your dog. But out here in the bush, when you got black flies and mosquitoes, the bandana serves a very important purpose. And what I do is I take that bandana and I spray it with bug repellent. And I put the bandana back on, right? Because you don't really want to put DEET right on your dog's fur or whatever. I wouldn't put chemicals on directly on my dog. You don't want to spray their nose with chemicals and stuff, right? So the bandana works out well for that. I take the bandana, I spray it, and I put it back on her. And it obviously, any little bit helps, right? Oh yeah, that coffee is good. Kind of comical. Yesterday I was worried that I didn't have enough firewood for my outing. I never even went near the wood I harvested from that dead beaver house, and actually most of that pine tree that I sawed off I didn't use. I just used a handful of sticks. The biggest pieces of wood that I used, like maybe the size of my wrist. Most of what I burnt were like the size of my thumb. Just enough to get supper going. With the way how hot it was, there was no way I was gonna sit by a fire half the night and get chewed alive. So yeah, pretty comical. I have all this firewood that I collected. I didn't even use. I used a fraction of it, but that's okay, because you know what? Odds are, next time I come here, because I probably will come again in the future, that wood will probably still be sitting there because nobody comes here. Nobody uses this campsite. I never starve when I'm out in the bush. Oh, it's nice to be out in this breeze. Oh my God, I packed up camp, doing Mach 10, and I need a drink. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.